Ah, tired I am. Should be cleaning up a messy workbench. I am. Doing a live stream about a computer. I am. Yeah, we're here. I am not sick, even though it apparently sounds like it, which is weird. Everybody disappeared as soon as I started. That's hilarious. But anyway, here is a Lenovo ThinkPad T61. Doesn't look too bad on the surface. This is my original system that I've had for about 10 years now. But it moved on. When I stopped using it, it moved on to my brother. He started using it, and basically, as you're about to see, pretty much trashed the whole thing. The biggest problem that it has is that I had to replace the palm rest on an emergency basis. So it's got a T400 palm rest on it with a fingerprint reader. But the other big thing about this is that the display bezel is trashed, and the hinge on this side over here is trashed. So the solution to the problem is this. A $12.99 Lenovo ThinkPad. Come on. T61. That is in good condition. Has the original palm rest. I mean, it's missing this key, but whatever. That's no worse than the keyboard you just saw, which is missing about 3 of them. Or will be missing 3 of them by the time I take that keycap off. Most importantly, this is intact, the bezel, but it has a motherboard problem. Most likely related to the NVIDIA chipset that I suspect this thing has. Or the NVIDIA graphics. It's got an Intel chipset, but a lot of these shipped with NVIDIA video of some description or another. I forget the exact model. NVIDIA something 740M or the NVS 140M. Either of the two guaranteed to fail because they are of the G84, G86 Silicon family. Those are all guaranteed to fail. So what are we going to do? Well, what are we going to do first is the question. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to get my machine out of the way. I'm going to find my screwdriver, which is right there. It has the correct tip on it. And we'll begin pulling machines apart. I'm going to do this one first, just because I don't remember exactly the procedure for removing the display. And we're going to find out. I'm probably going to take the bezel off as well and use that. So I know that you need to remove the palm rest, so we will do that. I'm going to have to find somewhere to put these screws. I'm not likely to put it back together again. Normally this is the kind of thing that I would save for a video, so I can edit it and you don't have to watch me doing this, but why not do it live, right? Well, I'm sure there's a good reason for that, but doing it live anyway, for your watching pleasure. Because we can then have a discussion about some ongoing channel things while I'm at it. Alright, so I am going to remove this screw here as well, which goes to the keyboard, since I will be removing the keyboard. This machine has no RAM in it, and one might naturally expect, well, that's why it's not working. But if the RAM were the problem, I should be getting a beep code. I don't remember exactly what the beep code is, but I should be getting one. And it does nothing at all. So my guess is it's trying to initialize the video. It comes up part of the way and then falls flat on its face. Come on. Man. Sometimes having a magnetic screwdriver is really annoying. Okay, so we'll eject it. Try and lift it up. Tell the hinges are good because you can't do that with one hand. And we'll try and unplug it. Trying to do it with one hand is not really a winning proposition. So we'll take that off. Find somewhere to put it where it's not going to get damaged. And do the same with the keyboard. And as I suspected, this piece is going to have to come off, but that's not a big deal. So let's see if I can get this keyboard out without damaging anything. Come on. Hopefully. There we go. So that's removed. I'll get that out of the way. Now, do I remember there's a screw missing there? I suspect that there are 2 screws missing here. But there is still the screw right here, which I will need to remove. This is not a how-to, but might as well discuss what I'm doing. Because I know that there are people who are visually impaired that watch my videos. Speaking of videos, a lot of people continue, for reasons that I don't understand, to ask. I don't remember which screws are the ones that I need to pull out. Well, that's interesting. So we'll just pull them all out. Well, no, let's pull out this one. So I know that one of them is for the hinge. Pull them both out. One's for the hinge, one is for the little plastic bezel. Which, given it's in good shape on this one, I may actually reuse the one on this one as well for that. But people keep asking for generic videos, you know, make more computer videos, make more clock radio videos. And the answer to that is, well, just be patient. Because there haven't been any really interesting clock radios that have shown up in a rather long time. And of those that have, they've been rather expensive. And I'm not really willing to invest boatloads of money in something that I really don't need. I mean, I've got like 3 boxes of the stupid things downstairs. Actually, no, I've got 4 boxes of the things. And they're not exactly small either. We're talking like 60-liter totes. So, I think I've got more than enough of those. Keep me company for a while. Of course, this is the fun part, trying to undo all these snaps. I keep this thing in place. This side is always the difficult side for some reason. Really not understanding why it does this. Come on. It's like it's hooked in. Pull this out. Come on. It's not screwed in or anything. It's just being annoyingly stupid. Alright, here we go. I think I actually broke the latches. Oh, well, that's what happens when things don't decide to work properly. So, there we go with that. Now, what else did I need to do to remove the latches? Looks like 1, 2 screws. And there should be a ribbon going somewhere. Of course, the ribbon is hidden. What a surprise that is. So, next stage, I'm going to pull out the wireless card. Well, it's not really going to need that anytime soon. I'm going to pull this little metal piece off. Which actually I think is the thing that is blocking my little ribbon. So I didn't really need to pull out the wireless card. But again, like I said, I'm just parting this machine out because it doesn't work. We'll pull that out. I got about 2 hours to do this. And we will theory, undo that connector, that goes to the display. Undo this connector, which I think goes to the backlight circuit. I hope it actually goes to the display. I didn't just pull something. Well, it doesn't matter, but go ahead and we'll hopefully carefully remove that. And actually, what I'm thinking about doing, this might actually remove the wireless antennas as well, since I think those are part of the housing. Might need 2 hands for this part. Nope. That's amazing. And that comes out just like that. So now we've got a good display. We'll be sure to set that down very, very carefully. And like I expected, this has no purpose here. I don't even know what this is. What is this? Actually, it's probably this USB cable here. So this is pretty much junk for the most part. I don't know where I'm going to put it now. So I'm going to put the camera down. Find somewhere for it to go. Right here is where it was, so right there is where it's going to be. And then we'll get up my existing system and we'll do the same thing. Except now that I know which connectors I need to unplug, it should be much easier to do this. Get rid of the screws. Alright. So in fact, I'm going to go all the way to the underside first. Rotate video. How about I don't? And I'm going to remove all the screws that I need to remove. Probably should go ahead and remove the battery. I don't think it's got a charge, but just in case. Be on the safe side. It might not even work anymore. But I'm going to remove all of the screws that I need to remove. And I want to make sure to set them aside carefully. Sometimes these screws really are a pain. I don't know if the screwdriver is magnetic enough to really do this. In an ideal world, I'd have like a magnetic bowl to put these kinds of things in, but I don't. So we'll work with what I have. I don't know if I really finished my thought about videos. There aren't a lot of clock radios still out there that are really worth making a video about. Now, I got a couple that are on their way, but they will come out eventually. I'm trying to slow down on uploads just so that more people can see them. Because I think that might be part of the issue why I don't have a whole lot of views on this channel. Although, the simple fact of the matter is, I probably won't ever have that many views because of reasons. I make videos that are not really catered to the general YouTube population. They're too long. People want to see, like, quick 30-second videos of things, you know, so they can move on to the next thing and watch the next great fad. And I don't subscribe to clickbait content or anything like that, which apparently YouTube is going gaga over these days, which I think is a real travesty. You know, it's really not what it used to be. You know, you had to join YouTube in like 2007 or whatever in order to really get views and really get seen. Because by the time I joined in 2010, there was a too many cooks in the kitchen problem. That's what I'm going to call it. And the end result is what you see here. What I consider to be decent videos. You know, informative, talking about a particular subject, and they only get like, you know, 20, 30 views per, and not a lot of comments. Sometimes it almost feels like a waste of time, but I mean, people are still watching. I have made the assertion that as long as people are still watching my videos, I will continue to make them. So, people are still watching. So, I mean, why not? Why stop, you know? So, let's pull this off. Now, this has 4 gigs of RAM in it already, so that's good. This is... I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't really care about it. This keyboard is pretty much junko, but it might have some use. I have a T400, like I said, that I probably could put back together. So I'll probably keep that keyboard sitting around somewhere. We are missing a screw, so I can replace that because I do have the screw, I think. And it might have fallen somewhere, but I've got a couple of screws that I can probably put on this. So I'll take this out. I can't really see the chat with the way I'm holding this, but it doesn't look like there's been a whole lot of messaging going on, and that's alright. I wonder if this is the screw. This might be the screw. Come on. A little too magnetic. This is definitely not in properly. So we'll take all that out. We'll see if this one's any more conducive to coming off of the machine. And that could be interesting. I've got 2 antennas on that. So I guess I'll be doing an unintentional wireless card upgrade, because my new display panel has 4 antennas. This doesn't seem to be any more willing to come off. I don't know why it's so stubborn. I really don't understand that. This one at least has a working Ultra Bay latch. I think these are the same drive, pretty much. Yes, they are pretty much exactly the same drive, except mine that I've got is a little newer. So I'm going to put the camera down. Maybe use 2 hands for this. There we go. I did it without breaking it. So, this can probably be cleaned, but I might just get the other one over anyway. Alright, so we'll take that out. And then, unplug the antennas. Deroute the antennas. Should probably clean this while I'm at it. I don't know, does that actually have NVIDIA? Let me take a look at that heatsink, because the NVIDIA system has a different style of a heatsink on it. Come over here into the mess. And well, it might not. That might be Intel. So it's anybody's guess as to why it doesn't work. I may pop the heatsink on it later. See if we can figure out what it actually is. Because there were 2 different styles of heatsink that these things had. And the NVIDIA's, the ones that I had that had NVIDIA graphics, definitely looked a little different. So, pull out these screws. I have to pull out the wireless card anyway, because as you can see, the little metal piece is in the way. Or it's, the wireless card is in the way of the little metal piece. Some of these screws are different, so hopefully I remember which ones go where. I wouldn't say that these are necessarily the proper screws to be using, but they're the ones that I'm going to put back, so pull that out. Send that screw flying, take out the wireless card, take off this little metal guide piece. Give me that screw. And yes, we'll take that off. Then we will unplug the connector right here somehow or another. Unplug that little connection. That is the only connection I need to unplug. Then we can remove the screws. hopefully this display is not going to fall over, because I see it moving very disconcertingly. Take that out. The problem with this latch is right here. I think something is broken in it. So this whole bezel is pretty much junk. The display is good. So, like I said, I have a T400 I can probably put the display on. So I'll put this down again. And I will get this nonsense out of the way. We will get the new display panel, which I have managed to lose already. There it is. And we will... I'll put it on in place. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see that, but oh well. Only has so many hands. So we'll put it on. And I will at least route the wireless cabling. So you can see everything is in place. I'm going to go ahead and screw it in, if it will let me. Very tight fit on the screws. That was brilliant. Yeah, not loose fitting, I'll tell you that much. So, of course, I am assuming this display works, and I'll probably find out that it doesn't. Maybe that's what my problem was, although I would think that I would at least see something video-wise. Okay, so we'll go ahead and at least get the wireless card put in place. This is the new one, which might be of slightly better prowess. We'll try and plug in this video connection. This might involve some swearing. It didn't. Wow, that's amazing. We'll put this metal piece back into place. Finally caught one of these streams, huh? Alright. Of course, it's like 11 o'clock over there. Which screw went there? I don't remember. So I'm going to... No, it wasn't those. No, maybe it was. Let's give this a try. These little silver things. See, this is why having a screw organization system is useful. And I can't even go back and, look and see what I did, because this is a live stream. I definitely don't have enough hands to do this. Put that into place. And hopefully that I didn't break anything. I'm very good at breaking things. See, I'm very good at tearing these kinds of things apart, but I'm not so good at actually putting them back together again. Which, as you might imagine, is a very real problem. So, that back into place. Put this back into place if we can. Something is off. There we go. Ha. Now, I don't like that. That really shouldn't be like that. So, let's see. Thinkpad X200. Now, I don't know if I'd consider that to be old, to be honest with you. But I'm an old school guy. Really, the IBM stuff is old. Now, which antennas go where? That is a good question. I think I'm going to hook them up with the camera pointed down, because it usually... Not only does it usually take two hands to do this, but it also usually involves some swearing. I don't really think it matters which antennas go where, just because an antenna is an antenna, but I like to make it, correct. Using a W500. Sometimes I almost wish that I would still be using some of those things. I have a T500, but at the same time, I don't not enjoy my little Ryzen machine over there, although it's not little, it's actually kind of huge. Um, which reminds me, I should probably take that thing outside and clean it out with the air compressor. It's quite dirty. This screw does not seem right to me. Something is not jiving with my mellow here. I'm going to try one of the other screws. Or, I guess, the other screw, because there only is one. Or maybe there are none, because I can't find it. There it is. So put this screw back in it. This is the one that came out. Like I said, probably a minor upgrade on the network card. Actually, it might not even be an upgrade at all. I hope I'm not breaking something. Probably am. What is this? This is 80211 ABG. Ouch. I thought that had at least an 80211N card in it. Wow, okay. Well, that changes things a bit, because that is definitely an ABGN card. And, of course, sorry, no, it's an AGN. It doesn't even support 80211B. Huh. Of course, I'll probably find that it's not on the whitelist for this machine, or some stupid, ridiculous nonsense like that. Okay, so there's an extra screw. What was next? Bezel. And I am going to use the non-dirty bezel, the one that actually looks decent. It will be this one right here. So let's see if I can put this in place with one hand. Well, I don't think I managed to do too badly on that one. Put the latches in. Rotate device. I'm not rotating the device. I'm holding it sideways, you stupid thing. I know that this was an issue before, where these latches up here don't want to go into place, but... oh well. Yeah, I definitely broke those. Whoops. But I guess when the screw goes in place, it's not ultimately going to matter. Alright, do I have any of the little screws left? Because there should be one that goes right there. And neither of these machines actually had that screw. Actually, no, there isn't supposed to be one that goes there, because what that is that's the keyboard. Or, sorry, not the keyboard, but the palm rest. I just realized that now. Probably should have realized that before. Now, I'm willing to bet that I'll be interrupted here in a few seconds, because dinner should be ready. And I'm really not wanting that right now, because I want to get this done. You know, I've started it, I want to finish it in one sitting. But what I might do is I might actually park the Ryzen machine for like a week or so. Yeah, this is not going into place quite nicely. But park the Ryzen machine for like a week and use this for a whole week and see just what kind of experience that you get. And don't talk to me about ATI chipsets and ThinkPads going boom. I've had a fair amount of experience with that. Of course, like I keep saying, the NVIDIA ones are no better. A lot of people love to say, oh, it was only NVIDIA that had problems with BGA failure. No, it wasn't. ATI was even worse. I don't even think they ever acknowledged the problem, really. They might have. So here's the keyboard. This might be a two-hand job. Some of these connectors are fiddly. Hold on a minute. Alright. What did I tell you? I was going to get interrupted. I'm trying to put this connector in, but it's really not. There we go. So then that can go underneath there. Like I said, this was always really annoying. I don't know what happened. I think this... oh. Well, I just got it into place. Sure. Okay. Well, not really. It's not really in place. It's still being annoying, but, alright. So, now to deal with this problem. I don't know, I don't like the look of that scissor. It might be a bigger issue than I expect. As you can see, this keyboard is a little worn out. And again, I'm assuming that it works. Yeah, I think it's missing more than just the scissor. Yeah, it's missing a little bit more. Okay. Well, I'm not in the mood to do scissor switch surgery, so... Or maybe it's just a different mechanism. So, now to make a decision, which do I want more? The function key. There's nothing I can do for that arrow. That's pretty much completely gone. I think I'm going to put my original keyboard back. Can I take the function key off? Oh yeah, that's a different mechanism. That is a completely different scissor mechanism. Okay, so I can't put the function key. That's a shame. I thought that these were all pretty much the same keyboard. So much for that idea. Oh well. Missing keycaps is something I'm used to on keyboards, to be honest. I can't get this thing out again. There we go. So that can go into my pile of parts. T43 is a lot more reliable. Could you get the T43 with an ATI GPU? Or was it NVIDIA? I don't know. I think that was an option on all of them. I had a T42P for a while, and of course it had the infamous issue. Alright, so let's try and get this connector in place without busting absolutely everything, including my neck and fingers and sanity. Alright, I hope that's in place. I'm not a Thinkpad expert. I only know what I need to know. Alright, so we'll at least put that back into place, and I'll probably put the little nipple in the middle here in a minute. But I've got all that. Only thing that's now missing is the palm rest, and I'm foregoing a fingerprint sensor, which is unfortunate, but oh well. You get to look inside my trash can. Those of you who like my camcorder videos ought to be happy, because there will be about 1 billion of those coming up. I've got a... Let's just say that my camcorder collection has just about tripled in the last little while. Something is slightly broken about this. Okay, I might need 2 hands for this. Oh, that's gonna probably fall and break and do something equally as annoying. Of course, this thing has had a T400 palm rest on it for a while now, so that may be causing a problem. And I don't think this keyboard is quite in place like it should be. I think that keyboard should be going a little bit further into place than that. I managed to get it. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't look right. Well, flip it around and put the screws in. Let's do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Gravity-defying stacks of things ahoy. Something is missing, because I've got way more screws. Where would this screw have come from? What am I missing? I must be missing something. Okay, well, we'll put it together and see what's going on. Hopefully I didn't put it in the keyboard drip thing. Alright. Here is where all of the problems get started. Oh, you know what? That screw might actually have been for the little thing, the heatsink. I didn't pull a screw out of the heatsink. Other than those little silver things, which I did put back because I don't have any of them sitting around. Okay. So we'll give this a try. And it's really not working. Sometimes it's a lesson of futility to put these back together. But I did get the keyboard. Okay, I have the keyboard. The keyboard is good. Something just cracked. It's not... Okay. That didn't go into place properly. Huh. Okay, so that one's going to need a little bit of love. We'll revisit that in a second. This one should be easy, because this is for the screen hinge that I pulled out. Or maybe not. It might actually be for the little plastic thing. Alright. So, the only screw that's giving me trouble is that one. And I don't know where that one came from. What's next? Well, I'm going to put the optical drive back. That came out of it. Somewhere around here, I think I got a DVD drive. I might put that in there, because I think I did upgrade that originally. I might also put my my better RAM kit in here. I have a kit of Lexar memory that I would expect is a little bit better. Now I gotta figure out why the screw is not going into place. Oh, now it did. Okay, whatever. So, let's see here. Here comes the moment of truth. Did I hook everything back up properly? Is it all going to work? It looks good, except for the fact that the display is kind of dirty, but looks really good. So let's plug it in. I'm not going to put the battery on it. Just turned off. Should turn itself back on again. I should have replaced the CMOS battery while I was in there. Oh, the backlight is dead. Doggone it. Of course it is. The screen's not broken. Oh, man. Why am I having such bad luck all the time with this stuff? So I guess I am going to be replacing the display. I know. I know. I know. So, where's the key? I can't do that with one hand. Well, yeah, it's definitely a backlighting issue. Now, the cable could have come unplugged. That's always possible. I doubt it very highly, but it's possible. means I probably pulled apart a perfectly working T61. No, I didn't. I know that, because when I plugged it into VGA, I should have at least got something out of it as well, and I didn't. Did the model suffer backlight issues? I don't know. I don't think so. But evidently I am wrong. I've been wrong before. So I guess now I gotta pull the whole thing back apart again. No, maybe not. I might be doing a display swap in this video. I didn't want to, because that's probably going to take more than an hour. Oh, you only live once. Let's see if we can do this. Take out all the rubber bungs. Little pieces of, oh, do I have a flat blade somewhere? Something flat that I can use to take out all these little, they call them beauty plugs. That cover up the screws. I'll call them irritating. I don't know if I'll put them back. I really don't care for them. I would like it to look good, you know? Come on. Pull that off. The problem is that they stick to, like, everything, including your fingers. Let's see. Didn't miss much. No, actually, you missed the whole thing. I've already managed to swap all the parts. Although I have discovered a deficiency that shouldn't be a problem, but yet it is. Which is requiring me now to take apart this entire display panel. And these beauty plugs are stupid. These ones are rubber. I'm going to destroy it by the time it's all said and done. I just put a scratch in the panel now, thanks to this piece of junk. There's 2 panel scratches now. I'm going to get angry in a minute. I am going to get very angry in a minute, because this thing is such a piece of shit. Watch this. I'm going to destroy the hell out of it. There we go. Out you come. You little pain in the ass. I'm not putting these rubber things back. They're dumb. They're immensely stupid. Waste of time. Can I at least get it out now? God damn, these friggin' things are so dumb. Why does IBM or Lenovo or whoever actually designed the damn thing actually need to do something this stupid? Why? Why couldn't they just do it the old-fashioned way? Which is to put on, you know, like plastic parts. You know, little stickers. That's the way it should have been. Whatever. I have it off. I hope there are no other hidden screws. Oh, now there's one down there. There are 5 screws, it looks like. I'm not showing you this because I don't have enough hands to do this. I've messed up my right hand now. It's not bleeding yet, but I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time. I don't often get angry like that, but if something acts dumb like this just did, then that's what you get. Alright. So, don't fall. Let's take out this little piece. I'm going to take out this little beauty plug. These ones are nicer because these are just, you know, little pieces of plastic. Little stickers. Why couldn't they have done that? I know they did that on older Thinkpads, where they were all stickers. They should have all been stickers. I can't get this off. This is too thick of a piece. Where are all my flat blade screwdrivers? I mean, like, what's going on with this? I put them all over here where my workbench is, and they all disappear all the time. So, also my screwdriver sets. Oh, my screwdriver set's over here, buried underneath manuals for a camcorder. Alright, so we'll get that out. Find a flat blade screwdriver bit, which is what I should have done in the first place, rather than trying to abuse a pair of tweezers to do this. Because usually you can do it with a pair of tweezers, but no! Always gotta be a snag. Things can never be easy. Especially when I do them on video. So, this is high quality YouTube content. You know, I was complaining earlier about how nobody watches these videos, even though I think they're good quality. Well, maybe not so much for this one. Alright, let's take this stupid bezel off. If I can. And it's got latches too, what a surprise. Well, I'm not in the mood for that nonsense. I hate plastic latches. Drives me nuts. We'll flip it around. It will come off. You will come off. Just watch me. And then the latches that I pull off always get loose. Okay. So is there something in particular that I'm missing? Well, if you ever wondered what it looks like inside of one of these things, now you know. I might end up replacing this display panel because I don't see anything offhand that strikes me as being broken. I can pull this off. This is the backlight board. Well, I thought I could pull this off, but it's really not wanting to do that. That connector is in place. I can't see whether or not the other connector is in place. It looks like it is. I'll give it another try. I don't expect any difference. Come on. It's also the LED board. So the connector I think that matters is that one on the end. The inverters don't fail, so... I just heard a crack. Yep, I think that backlight's bad. Okay, yeah, I heard a crackle. So, turn that off. Then I'm going to just unplug it entirely. Clean up the nonsense that I'm stepping on right now that should have been in the garbage years ago. Alright, have the phone fall on the floor like a total boss. And we're going to replace this display panel with one that I know works. I shouldn't have done that because I needed that. Go back in here. So, how does one replace a display panel in a Thinkpad? Can I do it with this right here? Well, I think I can. It's got the LVDS connector, the backlight connector. Actually, I should have just left that out, because I suspect I'm going to have to pull it off. LVDS backlight. It's probably actually a board somewhere around here that all this stuff plugs into. So I'm going to try this just by unscrewing the display thing. It's got a carbon... Is it actually carbon? No, that's metal, but most of these frames are actually magnesium in these ThinkPads. Oh, that did something interesting. Hopefully that's not a sign that something is broken. Oh, I'm missing a screw up there. Isn't that nice? Alright, so a simple task should be to just pull that out and then gently because the display panel is not cracked or anything like that. Can I? Should be able to tilt that up enough that I can remove the screws from the side. So I've got it tilted up. There are 2 screws per little hinge piece, because it's 2 parts. So pull that off, which is loose. Somebody has definitely been in here before and they probably messed something up, because all of these screws are loose. Oh, that wasn't good. Let me push that back down. No, that's not a good idea, because I gotta put it back anyway, so. Now I gotta lift up the panel, because the panel is falling. Maybe I should have left that screw in place. Okay, I'm gonna put that screw back. Since obviously that screw is not problematic. It's not going back into place, of course. Of course, it's the right screw and it's not going back into place. They're all the same. I don't understand your issue here. Yeah, you will go back into place, just like that. And then we'll lift it. Try and lift it up, again, without breaking the panel. What is going on? Why isn't that turning? Wow, what a bad design. You know, completely not user-friendly in the slightest. So we'll pull this stupid hinge off this way then. Oh, that screw's not loose. Come on. Yeah, definitely a two-hand job. In fact, 2 hands might not even be enough for this. Well, that screw's loose. Look at me complaining about a Thinkpad's design. They didn't ask me when they were designing it, so their loss, I guess. Now I can lift this panel up. In theory. How many things are plugged into the damn thing? I'm going to take the backlight board. Get out of here. Take the backlight connection. Take it off. That should at least make it a little easier to see what I'm doing and what I'm after. Even though I can't at all. I need to take out the LVDS connector, but I can't remember how that's done. And I can't see what I'm doing anyway. Because it's got this stupid thing here on it. How does this cable come out? Is it just a pull fit? Hopefully it is, because I'm going to just pull it. No, it's not a pull fit. I can't see anything. Unless it's this tape that's causing me grief, which it probably is. So, pull that off. There we go. So LVDS is disconnected. Display panel is liberated. Who makes this display panel? This is a Samsung display. LTN 141WD-L05. I used to know what that meant, but now I don't. Okay. So, make sure there's no damage to the LVDS cable, which doesn't look like there is. It looks okay to me. That wouldn't be my issue anyway. So, where's the display, you might ask? Where did I put it? I don't remember. Where's the old display? Where is the old display? It has just entirely disappeared. Seriously. No, it's gone. Oh, there it is. Oh, more rubber bungs I need to take out. God, I hate those things. Yeah, this latch is like just beyond screwed. Wow, it's like broken. Ouch. How do you break a metal latch? I don't get it. Like, how can you do that? I mean, look at this nonsense. I'm not rotating the device, you piece of junk. God, Samsung, I tell you what. Actually, no, it's not Samsung's fault. It's Android for being a piece of junk. Should have used the iPhone. Would have made my life so much easier. Now I'm just complaining about everything. Yeah, these rubber bungs are dumb, so I'm just going to pull it out violently. Although that was significantly less violent than what the other one required. So those need to be removed. That doesn't have one. Pull these out. These little stickers I should be able to use. Or not. Or not. Come on, don't be annoying. There we go. Come on. Well, that's never coming back again. So then I'll pull out the 5 screws from this display, which are much tighter. You know what? You know what? The hell with this nonsense. No, I have to. I have to replace that latch. But I was going to say I was going to just put the other bezel on this and just call it a day. That would have been easier. Ay, ay, ay. I'll probably find the inverter has failed just because somebody said something about it. And I said, no, they don't fail. They never fail. Which is not true. Anything can fail. I've just never seen it. But of course, I've also never seen a backlight failure in one of these things. Come on. I'm trying to make you work. Why are you making me work to make you work? Alright, so now pull the bezel off of this, which I don't care about it. It's completely screwed. I don't want to break the display panel, but I am actually just pulling on it to get it off. Did I just cut my finger open? No. Alright, good. So there would be some choice words if I did that. I'd have to mute the microphone in order to do that. Yeah, that hinge is just gone. Alright. I could probably replace it. I did cut my finger open. Maybe not. It certainly feels like it. And why is this not coming off, huh? Playing hard to get. Nope. No, you're not. Come on, you piece of junk. You know better than to make me angry. Why is it stuck? I don't get it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. I'm trying to think. I am trying to think here. Do I actually want to go to the trouble of pulling this panel out and putting it in here, trying to connect that LVDS connector, which was a pain in the rear end to get out in the first place, or do I just want to scrap this whole back panel and just use this one and put the new bezel in place, which is intact? Which is then going to involve my tearing apart the machine again. Because I know that this is a working part. And, of course, take this latch out and use that latch. That is precisely what I'm going to do. Okay. Change of plan. Alright. That's what we'll do. That is how it will be. Because I'm really not in the mood to mess with this. Especially that, since that's going to do nothing, as I can clearly tell, it's going to do nothing but irk me. So I'm going to try and at least put this somewhat back together. This one, so I can actually close it. And we'll go back to square one. 5 likes. Wow, people are actually liking this crap. Wow, that's impressive. Alright, take that off. Close it. Everybody who's tuning in right now has missed a lot of fun. I will tell you that much right off the bat. Close, doggone you. And, wow. That's not really doing... This is a disaster. Good lord, okay. So that palm rest that I spent, you know, probably a good 5 minutes trying to put back into place, now has to come back out again. Keyboard that I spent a good 2 minutes trying to put in has to come back out again. Why can nothing work? I don't get it. Really, I don't. And here I thought I was going to be able to use that display in that T400 that's sitting out in the garage. But no! Can't have that now, can we? Well, maybe I'll find another one sometime. Maybe I'll actually try and get the other T61 working. Just because I'm curious what it has in it for hardware. Are you sure? I didn't even ask you to stop. No. It literally just asked me, do you want to stop streaming? No. If I didn't hit the X, I don't want to stop streaming. Android. God, what a horrid platform. Of course, this phone is horrid, too. Like, easily one of the worst I've ever used. What a piece of garbage. Anyway. Of course, now I've got a myriad of screws everywhere. Come on! Yelling at things always works, you know? I'm losing my patience. Normally I'm patient with this kind of stuff. If I was working on this machine for another person, the YouTube app is not smart enough to be... Oh, God. I forgot to take the screws out. Good thing I got extras. Whoops. Well, a few of them probably just went in the trash can and on the floor. That's okay. At this point, I honestly don't even care. So, now I can go ahead and take this out. Did I cut my hand? It feels like I cut my hand. It's not bleeding, so I guess it's not a deep cut if I did. I'll put that out of the way. Take this keyboard. Put that out of the way. Oh god, now everything's got to come out. And I got to put the other wireless card back. Or do I? Where do those cables even go? I don't even see them. Yeah, I'm going to put the other wireless card back. So basically, all of the damn work that I just did, I didn't have to do at all because it was a waste of time. It's like this every time. Swear. I swear. I swear on the book of Sherlock Holmes that is sitting up on my shelf, nothing can ever work when I do it. Ever. Ever. It's like a written rule. If I'm involved, it can't work. As soon as I disappear, everything starts working fine. Which makes the job of IT really difficult, you know? So, now I got to unplug this, which is of course going to be a pain because plastic latches. Oh, I've already sworn at least 3 times. So, you know what? If they want to demonetize me, bring it on, bitch. Alright. So, this annoying thing right here is going to come out. You probably could actually transfer the pieces here. The wireless antennas, you probably could actually change those, but oh, it's probably more swearing than I really want to get myself involved in. Oh god, I forgot to unplug the... I swear! I swear on UXW Bill's poodle that this is stupid. Alright. As soon as Google bought it, that was really the end of it. You know, Google... Because Google's a company, they kind of have to, you know, make the platform profitable. And in order to make the platform profitable... Oh yeah, blister. Nice. And my throat is bleeding. How is that possible? Oh, you've been away for a long time. He's had a poodle for a couple years now. The Stoodle, as he affectionately calls it, which is a portmanteau of stupid and poodle. I've met the dog in person. Oh man, what a terrible, terrible dog. You know, I'm sorry to the people that happen to like poodles, but... No, that's an awful dog. Okay, so there's our new latch, which is not broken. Now I gotta go take this out of the way. In fact, I am going to launch it across the room because I am pissed off at it. Probably have a million people now come in here and ask me what just happened. Oh god. Okay, how many freaking screws am I gonna have to pull out to do this now? And I hear somebody coming up here. No, I think we might be okay. It sounds like it's just somebody breaking things downstairs. So good, I'm not the only person breaking things. Did I put a dent in the wall? I hope I didn't. I might have put a dent in the wall. I didn't puncture the drywall, which is good, but I think I might have put a dent in it. Oh well, whatever. My father in the other room isn't actually home right now, so it's probably a good thing. He'd probably be coming in here wondering what the hell is going on. So let's see if I can pull this out. Well, I don't know why I keep expecting that things are going to, you know, work properly. And I missed a screw. Lovely. Pull that out. And then I can lift up the display panel, get whatever's left of this latch out, or not, because it's being stupid. I'm going to break it in a minute, if that's the game it wants to play. It is playing hard to get. That should just come out. Alright. There's like black stuff coming off of it. It's probably grease. Garbage. Where'd I put the new latch? I lost it already. There it is. Watch me find that these latches are different. Just watch. That would be about my freaking luck. Are you going to do your job? Okay. There we go. So that's now in place. Hooray! Something worked. Here's the rest of the latch. Junk. Get out of here. That's the old latch, I should say. Now, which screws go where? I don't know. So I'm gonna just put them in. Hopefully that they're not. Hope that they're not the wrong ones. I've now got latch grease all over my hands. Brilliant. Did it have a clock connector? Did what have a clock connector? Oh. Okay. I misread who actually posted that message. Alright. So now I gotta put that latch back into place. Alright. Gotta do that. Gotta do this. I gotta put that other screw in because there should be 2 screws in the latch, not 1. That's probably why it broke in the first place. No, actually that can't be why it broke in the first place because that had 2 screws in it. But I have extras, so... Or do I have extras? I don't know anymore. I don't know what screws came from where any longer. I don't know, so... I need some kind of way to organize the screws. That's what's required here. Now, I could show you the fruits of my labor. This is where we're at now. We have a working display panel with a working backlight circuitry, and I've replaced this latch. And it's probably not going to go into place because my life is a freaking comedy, because these 2 things are out of line. Not aligned. Because that, I know, is a problem. Of course, it's easy enough to realign them. So, let's see. Next issue that needs to be taken care of. Unfortunately, the other one had a webcam on it, and this one doesn't. Well, I don't need a webcam anyway, so I don't care. But the bezel I'm putting on has a space for a webcam, so that's going to look kind of stupid. Oh well. You know what they say. Actually, I don't know what they say. They probably say something rude about people who do things in a roundabout way like I do. Come on. Go into place, doggone you. Oh, God. Oh, no, don't do that. Put the latch in. Alright. Come on. Oh, I see how it's going to be. I see how this game is going to be. Definitely a 2-hand job. Makes me wish I still had that mini tripod. Of course, now all the latches want to come out again. Now that I've managed to get them all into place. Oh, I know why there wasn't a screw there. Damn it. What a tragedy this has turned out to be. Pure comedic tragedy. Well, I can fix that problem very easily. And I hope I just pulled out the right screw. Not the wrong screw. Why would you hope you pulled out the wrong screw? Ah. No, that's not going to go back into place. Stupid junk. Behave. It'll be the electronics recycler for you. That ought to get it to work. Not that I actually seriously consider throwing a Thinkpad into a recycling bin or anything like that. Especially not this one, because this one's got some, this one actually has some value, you know? Oh, that's broken. Huh. Wonder when that broke. Ultimately, it probably doesn't matter. Why are you telling me that I need to rotate my device? I am not rotating it. It is straight. I am going to get so mad that I am going to actually probably throw the phone across the room. And switch to the iPhone, because at least the iPhone works. Unlike this piece of junk. I cannot wait until I can get rid of it. Come on. Of course, I'm sure people are now, you know, they've been getting upset. Why don't you show them what you're doing? Why don't you show them what you're doing? Well, like I keep saying, it's a 2-hand job, and I don't have a working tripod that'll work with this. Everything I do must turn into a comedy. I tell you what. Somebody up in the heavens, or maybe down in hell, is laughing at me right now. I guarantee it. Might even be Satan himself. Alright. Laughing at me. Ha ha, just you wait till you get down here. Okay. I'm sure that's going to attract some comments. Because, you know, I dared to say something about it. So, now, here we go. I am laughing at you. Gee, thanks. That's really helpful. So we'll go and we'll put that in place. So I've now got this screwed in, or this routed. I'm going to have to plug this connector back in. Is that the only one? I need to put the wireless card back. And then I need to work in the reverse order from what I've done. But you know what I'm going to do? Before I put all this back together, I am going to test it and make sure that it works. Because, you know, once bitten, twice shy. Not doing that again. Putting it all back together and then finding that there's some kind of breaking problem. I really probably should have put the webcam in. Put the webcam out of the back panel I callously discarded a few minutes ago. There are a myriad of parts all over the floor now. Supposedly, if you actually want to, you can replace the backlights on the, what am I doing? I'm backwards here. I want the, a little piece, which again is a two-hand job to put into place. No, I don't. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. No, I want the wire. I'll put the wireless card in first. That'll be task 1. Put the wireless card. It's only 802.11G, which sucks. I wonder if I could use the N card with 2 antennas. Maybe an experiment for a later time. I just want this damn thing to work. And I think I have to put the metal piece back on first. So that's bitching at me because you need to rotate your device. No, I don't need to do anything, you piece of shit. Anyway, there's, what is that, swear word number 5? Somebody should have like a swear-o-meter. There was a video I was watching recently that had a swear-o-meter on it. I think it reached like 20 or something. Okay. No, I probably don't need to use 2 hands for that. If the screw doesn't decide it's going to be stupid, that is. Which it is. Come on. You are playing hard to get. Well, it is a 2-hand job because the screw is being an idiot. It's always the fault of the inanimate object, remember. Also remember that yelling at things always makes things, you know, work. I'm going to back it out a little bit just because I know I'm going to have to move it. So, put that on. And I'll find the other screw, which I have managed to lose. Almost managed to throw it into the nether regions of the case. Brilliant. And we'll put that into place. Something actually worked for once. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, so now I'm going to put the antennas into place, and I'm even going to show you by doing this, because this is always a pain in the rear end. Oh, I got to route it first. Duh. I'll route that. Find that this black thing is now in the way. This is always really annoying to try and do. It's always the last one, too, you know. The first one goes in really easy. The second one makes you work for it, which is exactly what it's doing right now. I thought I was going to be able to do this. There we go. So it's in place. Now, here comes this piece, which is probably going to be a 2-hand job. Oh, no. Wow, something else actually worked right for once. It's got a couple latches. This side is broken. There's a couple latches at the back. I really don't care because I'm not putting them in place anyway. There's 2 screws that need to go in there. I'll have to put this down so I can put the screws in. I've got silver screws all over the place now. never a good thing when you've got screws left over after a project, but at this point I don't care. It's not going to be perfect. I just want it to run again. Heating pizza in the toaster. Should be heating the pizza in the microwave like a total heathen, you know? I shouldn't say that. I don't use the microwave pretty much at all anymore because it makes food disgusting, you know? And that I've got the convection toaster. Yeah, something is definitely messed up about that screw. Probably because it had something in it cross-threaded. So now it's permanently cross-threaded. Alright, so next step, I am going to... In fact, I'm not even going to plug in the palmrest. I'm going to get the keyboard, and I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to see if it works. Here is the part where it blows up in my face. Hopefully it does it while the camera is pointed at it. It's bitching at me to rotate the device again. Can I disable that? Should be able to disable that. It's really stupid. Because it doesn't seem to know what it's doing. Alright. Time to plug it in. It's going to power on once, and then it'll shut off. Just like that. And it'll power back on again because the backlight. The battery is bad. We have a backlight. Please have a backlight. Yay! It works! Wow, I shouldn't be that excited. That is really sad. I'm sorry, that's just really sad. Well, I guess I could put the rest of the screws back in then. Probably turn it off. I don't know what's on the hard drive. Let's find out what's on the hard drive. This was used by my father last. We can snoop in on all his personal data. I know it is. So what do we have? Oh yeah, I upgraded this to pretty much the highest end CPU that it'll take. The T7700. You might be able to go a little higher, but I've never seen anything higher than that. I think that was the official highest spec for these. You might be able to, if you have one that will take the Penryn CPUs, the P whatevers, you could probably go higher than this, but this is the, what did they call that? Miram, I believe. Or Muram or something. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I really don't even care. So, okay. So that is all in place. And where did the battery go on this? I wonder if the battery out of the other Thinkpad is actually good. You know what? We're going to try it. Because you only live once. So I'm going to go get that other thing. I'm going to turn this off. In fact, I'm not even going to turn it off. I'm going to just unplug it. Like a boss. I'm going to go grab the other one. And I'm going to see if it still has battery. Well, it doesn't. So that was a waste of time. Okay. I probably have a battery sitting around here somewhere. In fact, there's a T400 outside that probably has a battery in it. For now, I don't care. I just want to get it back together so I can wrap this up. It's been almost an hour and a friggin' half now. So, again, two-hand job. I'm sorry. I'm not showing you a lot of things. I want to, but there's not much I can do. Really, it's just annoying to try and do a lot of this stuff with one hand. I'm not really interested in flashing aftermarket... Is that aftermarket? The Middleton? I'm not really interested in flashing aftermarket BIOS to this thing. I want it to be original. If the other one worked, I probably would try all my experimentation on that one. But this one, being as though this was my original machine, that hinge just made a very unsettling cracking noise. I'm sure I just broke it. I'm positive I just broke it. So now I gotta insert a myriad of screws into various places. So, screw there. Need a screw there. Did I put the screws back in the bezel? I think I did. I'm wondering why I've got all these screws left over. Screw there. A screw there. course, I don't even know what I have and haven't unplugged anymore. I believe that these two screws go here and here. And then I need two more of the super long ones. Why are you being a pain in the ass? And this, and this. And then I can screw in all the screws. Okay. What could be wrong in an iMac G3 that won't turn on? Power supply, DC to DC converter board. Simplest root cause, probably capacitors. I wouldn't go playing around with the power supply board on those, though. They're not exactly the safest thing to work on. You know, take it from me, I've blown my hand up a couple of times in one of them. That's playing hard to get again, huh? That one's going into place. Probably should have screwed the keyboard in first. That would have been the thing that made the most sense. The keyboard screw is always the one that's the most difficult. And how long do you think it's going to take for somebody to say, oh, look, a Windows XP license. I know, that's actually shipped with Windows XP, or shipped to me with Windows XP on it. It's got a Vista, what is that? A Vista business license? I can't actually tell. I think it's a Vista business license. Fuse on the power supply. Could be a fuse on the power supply. Good luck finding them. My humble opinion is that an iMac G3 that doesn't work is not worth messing with. Because they usually did a lot of high hours in schools. And by this point, if the power supply doesn't work, you're probably going to run into other problems as well. So I'm going to probably do this with one hand. The battery on the phone is dying, so I'm going to have to plug it in. Could be fun times. I don't know why it's dying. It was at 100% when I started. It's only been an hour. You know, I miss the days when a phone would last a week. You know, like it used to be. It used to be great. And then somebody decided that, no, we need to make phones smaller. We need to make phones smaller. So they had to put smaller batteries in them, and now they don't last at all. Really, really, really stupid. You know, honestly, I've said this several times. Give me a phone that is the size of the iPhone 3GS, but with the electronics of the iPhone SE. You know, small electronics. The SE actually has a larger battery than the 5S did, at least as far as I am aware. So, here we go. Plug in. Yay, we are charging. Can it charge fast enough? I think the last time I did this, it couldn't charge fast enough and the phone shut down anyway. But, hopefully I can manage to get this done before then. So I am going to put that back down. And I'm going to, because I know now that it's got it plugged in, it's going to be fragile as hell. I am throwing screws on the floor. Fortunately, I don't need them, so I don't care. I'm going to plug it back in. And then we will get to see what kind of secrets this thing is harboring. I don't know, do I remember the password? Okay, so we'll pull that off. And we will plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Like a Glade plugin, except it won't make your house catch on fire like a Glade plugin will. Oh dear. I'm sure I'm going to get a million pieces of fan mail for that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to replace the CMOS battery on this. I could put the battery back in and see if it works. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it while the system is powered on, because why not? You know, there's been enough things that have broken tonight that one more thing really isn't going to cause a problem. Okay. Plug in the battery. Plug in the battery. Just like that. Oh, it's not flashing the indicator. Except the system really isn't doing anything. There we go. Probably because it was trying to test all the memory. Okay, so we'll set this to my liking. Actually, I'm not going to set this to my liking other than by virtue of making sure that AHCI is turned on and the date is actually set right, because I'm sure if the date's not set, this thing is going to go completely berserk. So, it is the 29th. Happy Leap Day, by the way. Alright. 1940. Beep yourself. I just fixed you and you're beeping at me? Come on. Alright. F10, save and exit. Good enough. Oh, but no, people are by chargers all the time. You know, there are public chargers. Just use those. Never mind the fact that they can be equipped to steal all your data. Anyway. Should be running Windows 7. If the hard drive hasn't failed. Resuming Windows. Oh, this could be interesting. Beep. Alright. So, password. Well, help if I spell it right. Right? No, that's not the password. Ooh, this could be interesting. That's also not the password. Damn, okay, well, we're going to be breaking into the machine. Because I am that dedicated. Where's my boot CD? Which used to be right here, but of course, you know, nothing can ever be where I put it around here. So, no, it's got to be in some other random location. Okay, we'll get these screws out of the way. And come in over here, put the CD in, give me a good test of the optical drive. I can't even shut it down. I will shut it down. Yeah, you will shut down. You will like it. Give me a boot list. CD-ROM. It should have, if that optical drive works. There we go. Water leakage, humidity, hard drive. Now, where was the actual offline NT password and registry editor? Boot. See, this, my friends, is why we erase our drives before we get rid of a computer. Look at how easy. The disk contains an unclean file system. Do you want to force it? Yes, of course I do. Because I don't care about the data that's on it, so... Where's the registry? You're going to assume the default. Something just happened. I've never seen it do this before. Come on. What just happened? I don't know what it just did. Okay. Password to change. I can't see a darned thing. List users. Cannot find value. Oh, what is wrong with you? Q. Fine, bang to quit. Edit user data. There we go. So, what I want is 03E9. Cannot find... That's wrong. Wow. Okay, clear password. Blank it out. Password cleared. List users. What is wrong with you? Fine. We'll go back in. We'll take a look. It says no password found. We will quit. We will hit the bang key. We will quit. We will save the changes. I don't want a new run. And that's it for that. And we will reboot. If they do sit in the same conditions, it's far more likely that they'll be damaged by the weather, actually. Because they're sitting in the same place for, for a while. So let's see if I trashed the whole thing. Start Windows normally. I have actually trashed a Windows install by doing that before. Because it mucks up with the registry. And other things. Disk checking has been canceled. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even notice that. I also saw some display glitching right there. That's brilliant. I'm going to be erasing this anyway. I actually still have my, oh yay, we're getting in. I'm going to have to point the camera away from the screen. But, I have my original Windows 8 installation imaged. So I'll probably load that back on here and update it all the way and, use it the way that it was. No. Yeah, I think this hard drive might be screwed. It shouldn't take this long. Black screen and a cursor. If I disappear suddenly, it's because the phone died. Hard drive light is on solid. The trackpad works, so that's good. At least something out of that machine actually worked. I'm sure the webcam probably did. Okay, here we go. There's not much. That hard drive is making some very, very, very disconcerting noises. Yeah, I don't think the hard drive works. So I expect I will be replacing that. Oh, it's got Crystal Disk info on it. I didn't even notice that until now. Even though it's right there on the desktop. Along with McLaffey security scan. Do not buy an IDE SSD, they're junk. Yeah, this thing is... Either the Windows install is hilariously screwed, or the hard drive is hilariously screwed. I can't even tell. Is this a Seagate drive? That will tell me whether or not it works. I think it's a Hitachi, though. All of my Seagate drives are done for. It's not even doing anything. Look at this. The system is not doing a thing, and it's still struggling. Taskbar hasn't loaded yet. I mean, what's going on? Is there like a virus on here or something? The wireless is turned off. Show processes from all users, which is a button I can't even click on. Oh, God. Oh, maybe it is loading a whole bunch of stuff. It's got 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty much the maximum that you can really put in something like this, given it's DDR2. itype.exe. Okay, that looks kind of suspicious. iPoint. Maybe that's just the new name for IBM utilities. I don't know. McLaughlin is running. I love how it almost looks like there's a swear word in the name there. That's brilliant. Okay, is this going to do a damn thing or what? The hard drive has stopped doing anything. Windows has locked up solid. I can't click on anything. Okay, I actually can't click on anything. It's like the mouse is broken. So, show processes from all users. I think something is hooking my mouse. Because look, I can't actually click on anything. Huh. Where's the synaptic, or whatever process it happens to be? I shouldn't have shown all the processes. So we'll uncheck that. Synaptics pointing device helper. I am trying to do something here. What? Why can't... What is going on with this stupid... I can't do anything. It is legitimately not working. You don't. You can't do that. Your laptop is screwed, sorry to say. Speaking of screwed, so is this. I can't tell anything about the system because I can't click on anything. So, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. It's not even letting me do that. System lock up again. Something will work. Yeah, that's probably mount. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Okay. Can I at least look at the system properties? That is all I want to do. Okay. At least it's running Service Pack 1. Alright. Hard drive being full shouldn't cause the mouse to not work. And for certain things to also not work. Okay, I think that's enough screwing around for one night. I'm going to go ahead and just shut it off. Let it charge up its battery. And we'll revisit this probably in a video at some point. But for now, I think that's pretty much it. This has gone on for far long enough. It's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. This was supposed to be an hour. So, not exactly the way that I planned it, but we do have a perfectly good looking and working ThinkPad T61 in the end. So, I'll see you on the next video, I guess, and whenever that happens to be. Like I said, I've been trying to cut down on the uploads just so that people have a better chance of seeing them. That is all for tonight.